What's going on, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, welcome back. Y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you're feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. When I talk to most of my family and friends nowadays to ask them what's been going on or what they are up to, I usually hear the same answer: trying to grind and stay out the way because it's crazy out here. I also know people that love to be on the scene and outside as well. It's really just about preference as a person and how you view the world. Some people want to live their life, go out, do their thing because they feel like you only get one life and you shouldn't live in fear. You can't let what's going on outside stop your vibe. But with crime on the rise, some individuals that just go out looking for trouble in the all-around climate of the world, a lot of people are starting to feel like boring is safe. Go to work, make your bread, come home, cook, vibe with your significant other, or spend time with your kids if you had that. Put up, knowing you are in the safety and comfort of your own home. I feel both standpoints. I agree, live your life, especially if you are young. But once you get a little older, your focus in life usually shifts, and going out doesn't seem as exciting as it used to be. But what if you are out the way, doing the right things, just making everyday moves or running errands, and trouble still comes your way? On this episode of Hood Tales, we'll be taking it to DeKalb County, Georgia to discuss a case of a young man gone for trying to protect his girlfriend after she refused to give another man her number. Back in 2020, Jeremiah Smith was a 22-year-old young man living in Georgia, just entering the adult world. Being the oldest of 8 siblings, he already knew about responsibility and what he had to do out here to survive. The young man enrolled in college for business management so he could get a career and do great things in life. He left home and found a roommate so he could have his own space to focus on school and stand on his own too as a young man. Jeremiah and his homeboy CJ would get a spot together. The young man also was in a serious committed relationship with his girlfriend and love of his life, who we will call Amber. The young couple had big plans for the future. They spent a lot of time together as he would go see her and she would come over to him and CJ's spot to kick it too. Everything seemed on the up and up for Jeremiah. Then on the night of Sunday, April 19th, 2020, him, Amber, and CJ were all cooling at the crib when they decided they needed a few items to get through the night. CJ agreed they could all hop in his whip and head to a local Walmart on Ferriton Road in Stonecrest. The three laughed and joked on their way to the store. Once they pulled up, CJ let Jeremiah and Amber out the car in front of the store because it was raining and stayed back in the car and found a spot in the parking lot. The couple walked through the store, getting items, laughing, and enjoying each other's company when they separated to go in different aisles for a brief second. While by herself, Amber saw 2 men enter the store and come where she was shopping at. One of the men decided she was attractive, and after sizing her up for a minute, decided to shoot his shot. He asked her for her number, and which she politely told him, "No thank you, I have a boyfriend." But that didn't stop the man. He stayed persistent and started adding pressure and telling Amber, so what? He still wanted her. By that time, Jeremiah walked back in the aisle where his girl was at and saw the 2 men and one being overly aggressive. The way he was talking to his girl made him make a decision to defend her. Jeremiah stepped up, like, chill out bro, we in a relationship, and she said she was good. The man would get loud with Jeremiah, but it wouldn't go no further, as Amber assured him it was all good. The young couple bopped off to go about their business, and so did the 2 men. Jeremiah and Amber continued shopping, trying to forget about the situation, thinking it was done. They even saw the 2 men while in self-checkout getting ready to leave the store, and nothing was said. As the couple walked out with their bags, they called CJ, who stated he was parked but would pull up in front because of the rain. As CJ turned the corner in the parking lot, he heard a loud pop and saw a man fall and a woman scream as two other men ran off. He exited the whip as people at the store called police. They arrived to the Walmart to find a man suffering from a gunshot wound to the back of the head. He was rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately would pass away from his wounds. The man was later identified as 22-year-old Jeremiah Smith. Amber and CJ were both in shock at what happened. He stated he was pulling up to pick his homie up as soon as the shot went off. Detectives thought it was an altercation that went left, but Amber told them Jeremiah was defending her as a man kept asking for her phone number and being aggressive, and that same man followed them outside and shot Jeremiah. Jeremiah's family was devastated as his little brothers and sisters stated he was their everything and motivation and shining light, and he basically lost his life for nothing. No suspects were in custody, but detectives did get footage from the Walmart that showed two men enter the store. Then minutes after the shooting, ring footage that showed the suspected shooter in the nearby neighborhood breathing hard trying to get in a home. As police released the images and footage to the news, they received a lot of calls and tips telling them that the suspect was a 26-year-old man named DeKalb Hooks, and people knew him from the area, but he wasn't nowhere to be found. The family of Jeremiah couldn't believe how bold the young man was. They stated he didn't just hurt one person with his actions, but he hurt a whole family. Months would go by and no signs of DeKalb. Crime Stoppers put out a $2,000 reward. Then 6 months later, after Jeremiah was shot, DeKalb was arrested on unrelated charges in Miami, Florida. He was extradited back to Georgia on murder charges pointed to as the shooter. I couldn't find any information at this time about a trial, and DeKalb is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Jeremiah. I send my prayers and deepest condolences to his family. This was a lose-lose situation. Jeremiah did nothing wrong. He did what any man would do, tell dude to fall back, that's my peoples. Unfortunately, the young man couldn't take no for an answer. I remember being 3 or 4 deep at a store, and my homeboy might see a girl and say, "Shorty fat," or "She thick," and I would glance, see her with a dude, and say, "Nah, yo, we ain't doing that." They would say, "Forget, bro, what he gonna do?" But to me, that's sucker stuff. You respect another man and woman. You don't get no cool points knowing you got the ups in the situation and being extra aggressive. Jeremiah was out the way at Walmart with his girl and lost his life over nothing. In a situation like this, I don't know what he could have did differently. Let me know in the comments what you think about this situation. Definitely be respectful. And remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, rest in peace, Jeremiah. He couldn't do nothing different in that situation. As men, we gonna protect our girlfriend or our wives. We gonna say, "Nah, she said she good. She did what she was supposed to do. She told the man she was in a relationship." Sometimes, some people just wake up looking for trouble. And Jeremiah, unfortunately, ran into one of them situations. He was out the way, doing everything he could do as a young man. Real unfortunate. But yeah, I appreciate you if you made it to the end. Y'all already know it's all love, fam. This is another episode of Hood Tales. It's your boy Tony 2 times. I'm out.